This is Marina, and do not listen to this recording while driving. And you can just find a really nice place that maybe you want to just sit down or lay down. And this specific recording is to help you get rid of shame. And we all seem to carry shame around. And so for just the first couple moments, let's just get in a right space where you can really hear the words that I'm saying, and then take the words that I'm saying, and when you process them, you'll begin to notice something else. So you can close your eyes now, or you can close your eyes whenever you want to close your eyes. And as you hear the sound of my voice, you might hear other noises and sounds, and you can just let all of those other noises and sounds take you deeper in your experience. And you can just drop your shoulders down, maybe just moving your head gently from side to side as you open your mouth slightly to let that jaw relax. And then maybe just slightly just move your body around a little bit until you can find a position that you can really settle down in. And as your conscious mind can hear the words that I'm saying, your unconscious mind can decide what's important. Or your unconscious mind can hear the words that I'm saying, and your conscious mind can decide what's important. And I want you to imagine right now that you're getting ready to walk down a nice staircase that's going to lead you to a beautiful place where you can lay down and relax in comfort. So as I count down, I want you to focus on your breath, breathing in through your nose for a slow count of 3, and out of your mouth for a slower count of 5. On 10, and 9. And with each number, just pay attention to the sound of that air going in through your nose and any other sounds that might allow you to go deeper into your experience. On 8, and 7, 6, 5, sensing there's just a deeper level of relaxation. On 4, 3, 2, and 1. And as you notice this beautiful space, and I don't know if your comfortable space is just maybe a nice soft bed, a fluffy couch, or maybe you're on the beach. Maybe someone else is nestled up on some soft leaves in the forest. But wherever you are, I want you to just take note around you and notice the colors of the things around you. And notice any sounds you might hear. And then I want you to really notice your breath and see if you can slow it down just a little bit more as you ponder these things. From the time of your birth, you've mostly been fed beliefs from someone else, based on your experience and what you've been told. And likewise, your caregivers, when they were born, their beliefs were being fed to them by people who had beliefs fed to them. And some of you may not have ever questioned your beliefs, maybe because you weren't allowed to, or perhaps maybe you've never even thought to question some beliefs because you've been told them since the day you were born. Like maybe you were told that something was bad when you were little, and then when you did that thing when you were little, you thought you were bad. And I don't really need to get into the neuroscience of child brain development, but know this, that at 5 years old, you had an egocentric brain which made you perceive things in a way that is not really necessarily grounded in reality. You're thinking that everything is about you and is so big. And what's happened since then is that as you've lived your life, and all of us have done things that we're not proud of, but no one person is the worst thing that they have done. It's like reading a page in a book that's 900 pages long and not liking the book because of one page. So we're going to do an exercise right now. It's going to allow you to release some of that shame that doesn't belong there. And before we do, just a note about shame. That there is two types of shame, really. There's the shame that maybe we get from ourselves, like, I told a lie, and I feel bad about it, and then what I can do is just pause for a second and breathe. And after that breath, I can learn that maybe that shame was telling me that I should tell the truth, and I learn from my mistake. I forgive myself and I do better. And that's where it can be useful. Now there's some more shame that's maybe caught onto us that is just stuck there from maybe that one lie that you told, and you've since been better, and you don't have to hold that shame. Or maybe somebody told you that if you touched yourself, you were a bad person, and you don't have to hold on to that shame. And maybe there are some things that we have done that we're not proud of, that we hold on to anyway. And you are not meant to carry everything. And so right now, lying in that comfortable spot where you are, I want you to imagine yourself just floating up above yourself. And in a moment, you're going to go back in time to collect all the shame all at once that you've ever had. And I want you to notice in your right hand, you have a bag. And if you can't see that bag, I want you to just imagine or pretend that it's there. And as you take a nice deep breath in, when you let it all out, you're going to breathe all of the shame known and unknown to you into that bag. So on the count of 3, take a nice deep breath in and blow all of that shame into that bag. On 1 and 2 and 3. And then we can just tie that bag up. And we're going to say a little mantra to ourselves. I let go of all the shame that is attached to me. I let go of holding on to shame of myself. I let go of holding on to shame from others. And I let go of any collective shame, any residual shame, any unconscious shame. And I want you to open your hand and just let that bag drop. And it's just going to drop down as far as an invisible bag of shame can drop into the oblivion where shame goes to rest. And taking another nice deep cleansing breath in through your nose and then slowly out of your mouth, I want you to feel just a little bit lighter, knowing that you've actually let something go. And just a note of going forward. And you've heard this before, that when you are able to do better because you know better and because you've learned something, that is all that you can do in this life. And letting go of the shame of not knowing when you didn't know, or when you were doing the best you could do, is just passing by pages in a book. Because each day you get a chance to write a new chapter, to start a new page, and to begin again. And all great novels have troubles and they have triumph. The hero always overcomes and learns. And you are the hero of your own life. You are writing your own story. And shame doesn't have to be part of the story that comes with you. And I want you to imagine yourself, and you can do this physically or mentally, but wrapping your arms around yourself, your small child self, and every self in between, with the biggest hug, sending love all the way through the body, through the chest, up through to the head, down to the ground, flowing through, all around, a great big love, because love always wins. And taking 3 more nice cleansing breaths as you let the love flow through you from the beginning of your life until now, knowing that when you leave this meditation, you feel lighter, you have a sense of purpose, letting shame go to begin again. Taking one nice deep breath in through your nose and letting it all out of your mouth, and then doing it again, letting it in all through your mouth, and then letting it go just one more time. And I want you to begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, moving your head from side to side, moving your body, stretching your arms and legs if that feels good, and then allowing your eyes to open as you take 2 more energetic breaths in, and then just slowly let them all out. And you know, there's always another way.